Alex Pereira is going to knock out Israel Adesanya, bringing him to 3-0 in their trilogy. And I think, Dwayne, that he's going to be doing it in the second round, which comes in at a crazy plus 4,000. And I think it'd be silly not to throw a bet on that one.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think, there is that big risk of is he getting knocked out, isn't there? And a round two knockout's not that far-fetched. And I think at odds at plus 4,000, you have to take that, right? But I'm actually going the opposite here. I'm going easy by knockout in any round. I don't think it's going to be an actual knockout. I think it's more likely going to be a TKO, and that comes in at plus 400. And the reason why is I think this is just a different sport for Alex Pereira, and I think he's going to get quite tired. He's going to get fatigued, and he's going to kind of struggle in those later rounds. Because if you watch his fight before Sean Strickland, he did look really tired. Every movement looked over-labored. So that's why I'm going to go for Izzy, because I feel like he's just going to pepper him up and then just get a stoppage that way.
I feel like that you are overexciting yourself, Dwayne. I think you should set your alarms because you're going to be falling asleep watching Israel Adesanya scrape a decision win again.
Yeah.
The next fight, Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler, the people's main event, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Now, I think that we're actually going to get Dustin by decision. I'm going to go decision in this one. I think he's going to outwork Chandler. It's because Chandler, he likes to come in, he's strong, he's heavy in the first round, especially. Dustin even said that himself. I think Dustin's been in the game far too long. He's far too good of a boxer. He's been in there with seasoned veterans. His last 9 out of 10 fight opponents were world champions, and it's going to be nothing that he hasn't seen before.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that coming in at Dustin by decision is plus 225. I think that's definitely worth a crack because you're 100% right. I feel like with it only being 3 rounds, it's less likely that Chandler is going to get knocked out. I think we're going to get a nice big war like that. And, Dustin Poirier will outpoint Chandler. But I'm actually going to go... It's not a super wild card bet, but it's a little bit out there. I'm going to go Chandler by submission, which comes in at plus 800. And I know it seems so unlikely, but I feel like if Chandler's looking at, right, how's Dustin lost? Okay, he's got an iron chin now. He's a great boxer. I'm not going to stand with him. I'm going to try my best to take him down, maybe get him in a chokehold, maybe use his own special move on him, his guillotine, use that, and maybe get a submission win. And that comes in at plus 800. And I think I really do think that's possible. And I'd love to see that happen.
Well, we can live in hope, can't we? In an ideal world, that happens. Now, bringing us on to the strawweight championship of the world, you've got Zhang Weili versus Carla Esparza. This one, I'm actually going to be optimistic. I'm going to go Zhang round 1 knockout. I think she's got it. She's got the power. She's got the determination. She's going to become the 2-time strawweight champion. She's going to knock Carla out. She's going to clean her clock.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. I think a Zhang Weili knockout, it just seems the most likely option, doesn't it? If you go for a round 1 knockout, that's plus 600, whereas I'm going for a round 2 knockout, which is plus 800. And I feel like that's more likely. And, which I think is really good for me because it's more likely and the odds are higher. Do you find it funny that almost everyone is just writing Carla Esparza off? It's like she has no chance at all in this fight. She's the defending champion, and everyone's going, yeah, she's going to get knocked out round 1 or round 2.
I don't think it helps her case coming off the absolute snooze fest that Aaron Rose put on earlier in the year, though. That really doesn't help her case. But, I think Zhang's just got this in the bag. I think it's one of the safest bets. But talking of unsafe bets, this brings us on to our wildcard bets. Dwayne, have you got any for wildcard bets for 281?
Yeah, exactly that, because I am thinking about poor Carla Esparza, just as a bit of a sympathy. I'm actually going to put a bet on a Carla by KO, which is plus 2,500. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but when the odds are that good, I feel like I have to put it on. Because for me, I'm looking at when she fought Yan Xianan, where she took her down and she just absolutely just wailed on her and she got a stoppage that way. I feel that that is possible because if you look at Zhang versus Rose 2, Zhang got on top of her for the 5th round and just held her down. If Carla Esparza can get hold of her and do that, the exact same thing could happen. I feel like it is possible. I hope not, though.
Yeah, your wallet would be happy, but your heart wouldn't.
Yeah, I'd be in tears. Yeah, but I could mop up my tears with all my money, so it'd be fine.
Yeah, you'd have the sad tissues out for at least a month.
Yeah.
Well, my wildcard bet for 281 is going against my actual bet. but it's always worth sticking a punt on, is Michael Chandler by knockout in round 1. Exactly like I said, he comes out strong, he comes out heavy-fisted in the first round, almost in all of his fights. And I think, because Poirier does get caught, I think if he gets caught by one of Chandler's big looping swings, I think he could go down. It's very possible, actually. A lot of people will probably look at it like, maybe not, especially myself, going up and contradicting myself about Dustin being a veteran, is 2 seasons for all that. I think it's very much possible, though. Don't forget that Michael Chandler is an elite level striker as well as a wrestler.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Chandler can come out super explosive and he could get that knockout. Dustin could get caught. And I feel like Dustin's really underestimating Chandler here. And I think that'll play in his favor. And a knockout by round 1 is plus 1,000 for Michael Chandler. So it's great odds. And that's our last minute bets. I do think that's all we've got time for, though. So if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it really does help us out.